You kind of like decompressing the spine. So my calves, not so much my calves, but my calves also, but hamstrings, glutes, and lower back were lit, absolutely lit after it. I turned to my cameraman, I said, dude, decision's made. I'm gonna get a GHD, easy. It's a big mammoth of a thing, but I'm gonna put it somewhere, man. I'm gonna clear space. I don't care if I have to freaking throw half of these damn floating floorboards. I'll make space, man. I don't care. That's how I feel about it. It was amazing. So by the time I got to the platform to do some squats, oh man, I was really kind of I was warm, but my lower back was full of blood, and I had concerns whether I was going to put any kind of decent numbers up today. So I kind of spent a little bit of time kind of sitting in the hall and stretching my lower back and glutes, kind of to give the proper position, so I can get into a proper position. But the moment I got 60 kilos on the bar, man, I felt I could jump with this thing, man. I felt like I could jump. Yes, I felt poppy as hell, man. Man, I felt athletic like crazy. So anyway, 100 kilos, 140, 160, 180, all that felt good. Another lifter that was kind of lifting on the opposite side approached me and was like, dude, are you wearing a belt underneath? To which I kind of giggled and I said, no, I never wear a belt. And he's like, why, you're going to get you hurt? And I said to him, look, the reason why I don't wear belts is because I actually want to train my core. I don't want the core to deactivate or get help. I want my core to be the limiting factor. You know what I mean? So I think that was a very interesting conversation that I had. But anyway, got to the gym, started doing the GHDs, and it felt amazing. So this is 190 here. Beautiful. The core is always straight. It's just the legs doing the work, man, because everything else is solid. I loved it. I actually saw the footage. I got my cameraman to show me the footage, and I said, man, we got to go 200. So I loaded 200 up, and if this went better than it did, I would have gone for a PR. It kind of slowed down a little bit for me, kind of in that sticking point. So I decided not to be a numbskull today and just snap my spine. I decided just to leave it for another day, especially all the glute hand development reps that I did. It just didn't make sense. Today was going to be a PR day. So this is 200. Yeah, great integrity through the spine, really strong core. Maybe the legs are not strong enough, maybe the hamstrings are not strong enough to kind of extend the hip. But yeah, 200, very happy. Fist bump for my cameraman. And then I went to the deadlifts. Now, I talked about good mornings, how good they are, and how they've kind of replaced my deadlifting routine of the previous kind of weeks. I love the good morning for its stretch, for its amazing kind of concentration on the hamstring. But because you can't load the good morning safely, I kind of want to do deadlifting twice, maybe 3 times a week, where I kind of just give it a bit of a tinkle with some proper tension. It's not just about reps anymore with the deadlifts. I'm getting the reps through the good mornings and the GHD. So I have to get some tension through the posterior chain. So I decided to do some proper conventional deadlifts. I loaded it up fairly quickly. So I just stuck with the 10s. I know, that is a lot of repetitions for one day. I'm probably going to be sore tomorrow. But man, was I excited about this. It just feels good, feels strong. I feel like if you just squat and you do these things, this exercise for 1,000,000 reps, I reckon that's my recipe to get to 300 kilos. Honestly, that's how confident I am with this right now. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
There's nothing more natural than change. It's what got you to where you are now.
Man, these lunges are making me feel so damn good, man. The hip is feeling strong. You guys called it. Some of you guys said to me, man, it's the gluteus medius that's your problem.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the part 2 of the Q&A. If you guys haven't checked out part 1, make sure you go watch it. It's a really good video. Let's get started. We can go with the first question.
Hello, my friend. It is your brother Hampton from Hybrid Calisthenics. Welcome back to another episode of Coffee with Hampton. Hello, my friends. It is your brother Hampton from Hybrid Calisthenics. Welcome back to another episode of FAQ Friday, where I answer your wonderful, insightful questions. Supplements like even protein or magnesium, the vitamins, I'm not against it, but it depends on your situation. Like, you may be someone who is born deficient in these things, but if you're, for example, if you're vitamin D deficient, I would not be so quick to think that is a genetic flaw. Like, you may think it is, however, it may have a lot to do with your lifestyle. You may not go outside enough. When I was in Germany, and this is another thing, if you are in a climate where there's not a lot of sunlight, you might need some vitamin D supplements. When I was in Germany, we had to take vitamin D supplements so we wouldn't get depressed. I had a watch that was solar powered, and it actually died multiple times when I was in Germany. I'm used to living in Arkansas, and I guess the watch just couldn't hack it. Okay, second question.
Until recently, I haven't been taking care of my body at all. And as ashamed as I am to admit this, I am currently over 300 pounds. I've managed to lose 30 pounds so far, and I'm quite happy with that. However, I still can't do any body weight exercises due to how much I weigh and with how the world is right now. Going to the gym isn't an option. Do you have any advice for workouts I can do?
Yes, of course. First of all, congratulations on your progress in your fitness journey. This is a common misconception that I try to address all the time, and I am very happy to address it again. All body weight exercises are scalable. Saying that someone can't do a push-up is similar to saying how someone can't do a bench press. Scalable, like if you can't bench press 200 pounds, you might be able to bench press 40 pounds. Same thing with push-ups. If you can't do a regular push-up, you may be able to do a wall push-up, an incline push-up, a kneeling push-up, so on and so forth. It also applies if you think push-ups are too easy. So you can do narrow push-ups, archer push-ups, one-arm push-up, be in front of a bag of chips and want to eat that. As for my diet, I can make another video where I discuss this in depth. But really, I just try to eat a balanced diet. I have tried keto-type diets, I've tried vegan-type diets, I haven't tried carnivore, but I might try it sometime. And really, I just go back to eating plenty of carbs, plenty of fats, plenty of protein. I try to reduce refined sugar, I try to reduce junk food. I just try to eat a balanced diet. There's not really anything I completely X out of my life, but I just try to be sensible and I eat a lot of food. Okay, fifth question.
Most days, I don't even have time to eat breakfast. Plus, I don't like breakfast that much. Is there a substitute for breakfast?
Well, again, this is a really interesting question because some people will swear up and down that skipping a meal, skipping breakfast, is horrible for you. Your body will start to deteriorate, you're not getting enough nutrients, and you're starving yourself because of diet culture and fat shaming. To my knowledge, there's no universal rule that we have to eat 3 meals a day, that we have to eat breakfast. That breakfast has to be eaten at a certain time even. What makes breakfast breakfast? That we hear that it's the most important meal of the day. What if it's just the first meal of the day? It's when we break our fast. I don't think there's a rule. It's not in the Bible or anything. So the simple answer is yes, you can skip breakfast. It depends on the person. I don't eat what people traditionally call breakfast. I often don't eat until 4 or 5 p.m., sometimes later. Sometimes I eat 1 meal a day. Okay, and I probably, before you think I'm starving myself, it's likely that I eat more food than you do. I eat a lot of calories. But sometimes I can fit all of that into 1 meal. Sometimes I eat 1 meal, and it's just not as much as I normally do when I eat 3 or 4 meals. Now, if you want to eat breakfast because you want to, or you can't eat at a later time of the day, just get an avocado, cut it in half. I eat it with some rice. Sometimes I have some scrambled eggs. Like 10 or 15 pounds from this. Eventually, my progress petered off, and I kind of
What is up, my warriors, and welcome back to another video. And today is the final, or at least I think it's the final episode of this joint strengthening series. First up, we had the wrists, then we had the knees, last time we had the elbows, Today we're going to be taking a look at the ankles. Now if you want to watch any of the others in this video series, then check the link in the description down below, as well as everything else I'm going to talk about today and also the resources that are used to inform this video. The ankle and the foot is actually a very complex joint. There's like 28 different bones, 33 different joints, as well as various different muscles, ligaments, tendons in that foot, in that joint. It's incredibly complex. It kind of needs to be treated like such. And one of the reasons that you'll see a lot of the drills I'm performing in this video are performed barefoot is for this reason. Now, most of the time, I'm not a complete psycho in a gym, and I do wear some shoes. It's usually some barefoot shoes. But some low-level barefoot hopping can really make a massive difference to strengthening the ankle and foot. So just bear that in mind. You can perform these drills with or without shoes. If you are concerned about getting some funny looks at the gym, pretty much all of these drills can be performed anywhere because they don't require any equipment either. So just like before, we're going to take a look at strengthening the surrounding structures with various
Drink BeFit. Plant-based, low sugar, natural electrolytes. Hydrate brilliantly.
Hey guys, quick exercise for you today. A lot of people have messaged me asking about problems with standing up and walking, and a lot of it comes down to hip, knee, and ankle pain. And not even just older people too, a lot of people my age or even younger who sustain injuries in football, soccer, basketball, so on. It's very common. My solution to that is to combine low impact, low intensity exercises like the assisted chair squats I showed in the other video, combined with static exercises. So the joint is under tension and it's being worked and it's being healed because it's being exercised, but the joints are in a very safe position, and even people with pretty bad knee problems and hip pain, they can do it because the joints aren't being moved in any significant way. So the exercise is called Ma-Bu. It means the horse stance. It was taught to me by martial artists, so I'm going to teach it that way. So you're welcome to follow along. In fact, please do. One thing to note before we begin. Standing up from the exercise makes some people feel lightheaded. So the first few times you're doing this, make sure you have something to hold on to, something to fall back into, and just a general safe area with no sharp objects. So Ma-Bu is basically holding the half squat position isometrically with your arms out like this. The first thing you'll notice if you're new to the exercise is that you'll have a tendency.
I kind of forgot about in that video, so I'm going to share it with you now. So I mentioned the last video that I was a nurse at the University Department of Large Hospital. And so this happened a couple of weeks ago. I was sitting at triage. I was triage doing something for the shift. And this young girl comes to the window and says, "Oh yeah, hope my boyfriend is really unwell. He's sitting in the waiting room." I said, "Oh, why don't you just get him up and I'll assess him here at the window and check him out, book him on, and so on." And she said, no, I can't. He's really unwell." I said, "Oh, how's he unwell?" And so I'm kind of getting up and sort of started to kind of walk around, and she's like, "Oh, he's really short of breath, So anyway, I kind of picked up some things that I needed, went over and I saw the guy and had this kind of big bowl of whatever, buckets. So I thought, vomit. And so I said to him, "How you doing, mate? My name's Yvonne, I'm a triage nurse, blah, 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 blah. What's happening, mate?" And she kind of tried to kind of butt in. I said, "Darling, I want to chat to him. I want to assess him." And he said, "Oh, colour shit." And he kind of looked at me and said, "And I'm coughing up all this flu. I'm coughing up all this amount of flu." And I said, "Are you sure you're coughing it? Because it seems like you might be vomiting." He said, "No, I'm pretty certain I'm coughing it up." And I said, "Okay, did you go out last night?" This was on a Sunday. I said, "Did you go out last night? Have you had a big one? Twice, time got up?" He said, yeah, we're out this one night last night. I've been out. I said, "That's the same question." He said, "You're taking any drugs?" He said to me, yeah, we did." I said, "Oh, what sort of drugs are you taking?" He said, "Oh, we were taking some ecstasy tablets and some cold." I said, "Oh, okay, no problem." And I said, "You guys can't do things around."
He said to me, yeah, so you know that. Okay. If I make this shot in the trash can, the probe will have arrived in perfect working order.
So in addition to being crazy, you're resting the fate of the mission on your athletic prowess. Yes, the man who crashed his stationary bike.
I didn't crash it, okay? My playlist was too up-tempo, I got lightheaded and I fell off. Okay. All comes down to this.
You happy? Now you can relax.
What kind of scientist are you? Everyone knows you're gonna make 2 out of 3.
It's so bad.